Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for another episode of Charlie Goldberg Live, man. Live as live can be on the set. We made it to 2021, everybody. Awful year is over, and 2021 is sure to be a home run. I should be called the Ice Cream Man because I got the scoop for all of you at home here tonight with such a great interview. And let's get to it. She, profiled by the New York Times while she was just in high school. She won the prestigious amateur night at the Apollo, which is a competition for adults, may I add, at just 15 years old. She graced the beautiful stage at Carnegie Hall, and she is a singer for the extremely popular band Whatever We Are. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know what we are here tonight. We're ready to rumble on such a great occasion, and we are ready to interview her. So here she is, guys. It's Gabrielle Ross! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here with Gabrielle Ross, the great Gabrielle Ross. Gabby, thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Can I call you Gabby? I call my twin sister Gabby.
Yes, you totally can call me Gabby. A lot of people call me Gabby. Gab. You have a twin sister?
I have a twin sister named Gabby.
So cool.
And you know what? As much as I love to talk about myself, it's not about me today. It's all about you. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Do I have the scoop for you guys watching at home? So get this, guys. Gabrielle, the singer of great band Whatever We Are, right? Whatever We Are actually formed by accident. That's incredible. I still can't believe that. So let me get this right. All of you guys were singles performers. You guys all were in a recording studio trying to work on each other's projects, trying to help out everybody, you know, sprinkle in advice. And that actually led to the creation of your first song, Limbo, as a group. You guys got a lot of success right after that. Talk to me about it.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a crazy situation. We were all solo artists. We were friends. We knew each other like through each other for years. It was like a crazy story how all our friendships overlapped. But I had got off of a tour. The tour was amazing. And getting off of a tour is always rough because post-tour depression is real and you're just going, and touring is my favorite thing to do in the whole world. So I'm so happy. And then you get off and you're like, oh God, what do I do with myself now? And we were all kind of in a weird place in our careers. And we said, you know what, let's just have fun and get in the studio together and write for each other's projects and just see what happens. Because the music industry can get really stressful. And sometimes it's not so fun. So we were like, let's just enjoy making music together. And we really had no intention of making a band record or anything like that. And Limbo kind of just happened. And we were like, what the heck just happened? Literally. I looked at Joey, who was just a producer at the time. He had been producing out of his grandma's basement basically for years. But he was producing Limbo. And I looked at him, I was like, what just happened? What, maybe we should do a group project or something. And I said, what would we call it? He goes, I don't know. It's Whatever We Are. And that was how Whatever We Are happened. And it's kind of just taken on a life of its own ever since. So yeah, that was how it happened. It's crazy.
That's great. And you know, your band, it seems like since day one, you guys have all been on the same page. And you know, you guys all wear white together while on the same page, while performing on a stage. And yeah. I wear white because the ladies love seeing me in white. But I know it's different for your band. I know it has special meaning to you guys. Please tell me what the white is all about.
We didn't start off wearing all white. It is something that happened as we evolved. And also, as far as being on the same page, Whatever We Are it was like the perfect name because we were all different genres. So it's hard to just like pinpoint a genre, and, you know, labels in the industry wants you to fit in a box. And we were like, we don't want to do that. We just want to make great music. So part of our whole thing is just being true to ourselves and not limiting ourselves. and in life too. And we wanted to find a way to be unified and look unified and like not be confusing, but we wanted to make sense and still be able to express ourselves individually because that's so important. And we decided to wear white because you kind of can't stick it in a box. I feel like when you see a band dressed in all black, you kind of assume that they're like a rock band, or you can make assumptions based on how people dress. And white, we call it our blank canvas concept. It's just a blank slate. You can splatter paint it with whatever you want all the time. And it's kind of like giving yourself permission to constantly reinvent yourself and be creative. And that's how we treat our music, and it's how we treat our lives. And that's the whole meaning behind it. Just be true to yourself. So I love that.
Well, I agree. Your blank canvas meaning is so admirable. And another admirable trait about your band is the fact that you guys all write your own music. I find that so cool. Like, how is your mindset and your creative process going into writing a different song?
It's kind of like always different depending on the song. But lately I think we all, especially because we're in quarantine and we're not together anymore, I think we start our ideas separately and then present them to each other and complete them together is what's been happening a lot lately. But when we were together in the house all the time, because we lived together for 3 years or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did that. We were all from different states. And the only way, when this happened, the only way to make it develop was to be in the same place. So we said, oops, can I curse?
Of course you could. It's
Okay.
live. Let's do
Okay.
it.
We're like, we're just gonna live together and make this happen. So we did that. And Joey would start making a track and I'd hear something, I'd be in the other room, and we'd come out and we'd work together, and it would kind of just happen organically like that. But lately we've been working separate and presenting each other with starts of songs or complete songs, whatever. It's always a little bit different, but it's cool that we each do write and we each create. So there's never really like a lack of anything. We don't really need so much outside help. So that's good.
Definitely. And you guys talked about writing songs together and the success you guys have had because you're so close. And that success actually led you guys to my personal favorite album, your newest album, Don't Go Home. And I don't want to go home right now. I want to sit here and I want to learn more about it. So please tell me about Don't Go Home.
Yeah, so Don't Go Home. Our first project was our first EP, Limbo. It's about not giving up and not looking back, staying out of your comfort zone. We hear people say all the time, but it's so true. When you're uncomfortable, it means you're growing, and it's so important to just keep pushing those boundaries and pushing those blocks. So that's like the meaning of Don't Go Home.
Definitely. And I love talking about the band, but let's talk a little bit more about you specifically as a solo act. So when you were just 15, you won New York's prestigious Amateur Night at the Apollo Championship, which is a competition contested by adults, may I add, which is super impressive. When I was 15, the only thing I won was a raffle bag with Panera Bread coupons in it. And you won a giant competition with all these adults. Super incredible.
That's
so you
funny.
got to tell me when. Thank you.
I can never win anything like that. I have no luck when it comes to winning stuff like that, or like the lottery, even the little scratch offs. I will not even win like $1, but it's okay. It's a trade-off.
Yeah, I still have that piece of bread framed up next to my bed frame. I'm so happy about it. So definitely. But when you were 15, right, like you get nervous about things at such a young age. So, those little butterflies you had in your stomach, they were probably the size of eagles. Tell me how you were feeling going into that competition.
It's funny. I remember it so well. When I was little, I started singing when I was 6. I started lessons when I was 6. I was extremely shy when I was younger, and my mom actually put me in acting class in hopes that she could break me out of my shell. I would like hide behind my mom, and she said she's either going to get on stage and feel amazing and comfortable, or she's gonna, cram up and not feel good. And I remember like that first time I was on stage was the most comfortable I ever felt in my whole life, and I knew it was where I wanted to be. The heck? What was the question?
Yeah, just you answered it. How are you feeling? So I'm sure you weren't nervous.
So, yeah, it's funny. I get nervous and I get little butterflies, but like when I get on stage, they go away. It's where I feel the most comfortable, and I always thrived and loved a challenge. And yeah, you'd think I'd be like so nervous, but I always just get up there and give it the best that I can. I think that's all we always can do, but it's just my favorite thing to do in the whole world.
We're going to play a game. Everyone's dying to know. It's a game I like to call This or That. I'm going to give you two things, and you are going to choose which things you prefer, speed round wise. So here we go. We got rock music or pop music.
Pop.
Pop. All right. Well, here's Snap, Crackle, and Pop with Rice Krispie Treats or Fruit Roll-Ups.
Rice Krispie Treats.
Coke or Pepsi.
Coke.
California or New York, your old native land versus your current native land.
Oh, California, except I miss my family so much, but I love it here.
The Office or Friends.
The what?
The Office or Friends.
Oh, Friends.
No, God, please, no.
It's Friends.
Well, speaking of friends, you got companions in your house, pets, dogs or cats?
Dogs all day. This is Lucy. Aww. Dogs for sure. I'm such a dog person.
Yeah, I'm a dog person too. I don't think cats are as loyal or as fun to be around than dogs. Sorry for all you cat lovers watching.
I always say I believe I was a dog in a past life just because like I love them so much. I have such a connection to dogs.
The one thing I love more than dogs is Moe's. So I got to ask you, Moe's or Chipotle?
You know, I've only ever had Chipotle.
Do they not really have a lot of Moe's in California?
I haven't seen a Moe's. I like Chipotle.
Chipotle's great too. They're both great. So Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
And thank you for playing This or That. Yeah, so thank you everybody so much for joining us live on this interview. And you know what? It's not Christmas. I know Christmas was last month, but we still have a little present for you all here tonight. Gabrielle is actually going to perform for us live here tonight. And that's coming up right after this ad break. And ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to W3S's Won't Ride, the official theme of Charlie Goldberg Live. You want it, you got it with Charlie Goldberg Live and W3S. Now, back to the show.
Hi guys, I'm Gabrielle from Whatever We Are, and I'm going to perform for you our record Free off of our debut album, Don't Go Home. Suffocated, till I really couldn't take it. Kept a filling up my cup until it poured out. Ran around until I fell down. There's something interesting about it in the bottom. It's kinda crazy, reminds you where you come from. And how reality is we don't really need what we think we want. Now I'm free from the drama. I'm free from the struggle. Everything I need, I hold, and now I'm free, set free from the thinking, set free from the aching, oh, everything I need, I hold, yeah. Complicated. Over and over, I was overcompensated. Kept on giving all I had until I had none. When there wasn't nothing left to go and find some. It's something humbling about hitting the bottom. It's kinda crazy, reminds you where you come from. And how reality is we don't really need what we think we want. Now I'm free from the drama. I'm free from the struggle.
absolutely incredible by the great Gabrielle Ross. What a performance, what a night. This is why you tune into Charlie Goldberg Live, and I'll see you on the next show. It's Gabrielle Ross, everybody. It's whatever we are, and I am out of here.
No more. Shawty so bad when she hit the floor. Tryna sneak in late night back door. Want me one day next to north. She doing tricks with my mind, no magician. She say that she wanna fuck, then she diss quick. I got only one thing all on my wish list. I'm tryna let you be mine for a minute, but she don't know. Shawty sending mixed signals, always acting out and it's typical. She